Hello, and welcome to the Workaholics Screencast of Internet Marketing. Digital and mobile media marketing accounted for nearly 40% of the total cost of U.S. company advertisements in 2014. American companies gain $1.2 million from Internet advertisements every 30 seconds, and revenue from advertisements for mobile devices are 13 times greater in 2014 than they were in 2011. Taking these statistics into account, it's hard to ignore the impact these mediums have on profitability.
Social media marketing, or SMM, is a form of internet marketing that implements various social media networks in order to achieve marketing, communication, and branding goals. 20% of Facebook users have purchased something because of ads or comments they saw there. As you can see on the chart, this is a percent of marketers who consider the following social networks a high priority in 2014. From the beginning, social media has had an important impact on all of us. Social media started out as a method for people to either connect or reconnect with each other. Business owners have figured out that social media marketing has a very positive effect on the success of business, and it is a method that takes very little money to accomplish and a solid end result. The revolution has inevitable with the pace at which technology was and is changing. It was just a matter of time, and not too much time, before people would start to get involved, get passionate, and drive the success of the innovation and exciting tool that is social media. SMM is not about the hard sell. It is about building relationships with others who will eventually become your customers. It is all about people and solving their problems. The most effective marketing approach is one that uses social media and traditional marketing in tandem.
Studies show that when ads are perceived as intrusive, people become irritated and tend to avoid advertisements altogether. As with television advertisement, Internet advertisements are most effective in the middle of a program or video compared to before or after the user's intended content. However, this is not very effective when the advertisement's content is irrelevant to the intended content. Lastly, studies show those who click on online advertisements belong to the core consumer target of Internet advertising, the 20 to 39 age range. It is also important to note that the more relevant the ad content is to the user's intended content, the more likely it is to be remembered by the user. In order to limit perceptions of intrusiveness when it comes to your digital advertisements, first, target viewers when their cognitive effort is low. This just means consumers are more likely to click around during downtime or just surfing the web. Secondly, increase the relevancy of your advertisements. Matching the advertisement's content with the user's interests or what they are searching for. That way, you are targeting users that are more likely to generate revenue for your business. Third, provide value to the viewers. Entertaining and/or informative content wins over an audience and also gets shared more often through social media. Following these steps will improve the effectiveness of anybody's digital advertisements.
SEO is all about moving your site to the highest in the rankings of search results that is possible. This means that when a user uses a search engine such as Google, they are able to see your website within the first page of results. Search engines are built to connect people with information, and it uses algorithms to find the most relevant and quality results for what a user searches. To summarize quickly how search engine works, each has a database of web pages stored on servers, and software called crawler searches the web pages periodically, looking for new or updated web pages. Every website should have an index in a search engine, much like an index in the back of a book. This enables the crawler software to more easily navigate and recognize your website as a search result. All of your pages won't be indexed in the search engine, but the search engine will use this additional information to better match your web pages with criteria a user inputs. This is good if your site has a lot of content, is new, or has many pages that aren't well linked together. A sitemap is a tool that helps with indexing because a sitemap is essentially a map of your website with all the web pages. There are tools available to create a sitemap and submit it to search engines such as Google to allow the website to be constantly indexed and in search results. Part of the bigger picture of SEO is that it's based on keywords. Keywords can be words, phrases, or sentences that is a description of the content on your website or web pages. Keywords are what allows users to find the results on the search engine they were searching for. When optimizing websites for SEO, it is important to utilize all search engines that hold a significant market share of search engine traffic such as Google, Yahoo, and Bing. There are many tools available to determine how your SEO strategy is working, and many tools are given by the search engines themselves. There is a tool set called Webmaster Tools that works for both Google and Bing to track analytics to see how search engines interact with your website content. With these tools, you can see which keywords are driving traffic to your site or what is limiting the traffic. You can also evaluate all the links in your site and index your site. Websites should be created with the intent that it will be easily understandable for users and search engines to interact with. User experience is everything with SEO, and SEO should be as much of a business strategy as a sales plan.
Improving website traffic. If you want to increase your website traffic, then you should spend up to 80% of your time getting ads on all popular social media sites like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Studies have shown that 8 out of 10 people will read the headline, but not the rest of your ad. For this to change, you should spend a lot of time trying to perfect your headline in order to draw in the audience's attention. Catching their attention gives you a greater chance of them visiting your personal website. Especially for the social media sites I listed above. These are very popular sites, so all ads can be simple but also need to be very detailed. As most people say, the first impression should always be your best impression. Build an email list. Here's an amazing tool for improving website traffic: newsletters. Most businesses should offer a newsletter option for customers to subscribe to in order for them to stay up to date with the company's new product if they have a sale or an update to the site. One of the popular mass emailing lists that some websites use is called Drip. It's free and very easy to set up. This is also a great way to keep customers in the loop of what's going on. Exchange blog posts with other sites. Uploading your posts onto other sites is a great way to draw in a bigger audience as well. The key is to search for posts that are similar to yours and in the same situation in terms of size and audience. You also need to get in contact with the editor or site administrator and ask if they want to swap articles. You both will take turns featuring each other's posts while also giving them a website link that will take them back to your site. This is also a great way of drawing new customers to your site.
With all of this great information of where and why internet marketing is important, it's key to remember that every website and ad must be designed well. Patrick Lynch, professor and director of special technology projects at Yale University, has spent the last 30 years developing the needed tools for media and communication. Part of his research has been placed into a book called Web Style Design. Co-written with Sarah Horton, director of web technology and design at Dartmouth, this book is considered one of the authorities of web development. So, what do they have to say? The first tip they offer is to know your reader and audience. Don't just take off gung-ho all ready to design your website. Consider who is going to be reading and tailor your information to them. Begin with the end in mind. You know your audience and you know what you want to say. So begin your foundation, lay your foundation with the end product so that you can develop the appropriate style. Be clear in your information. Don't put up a lot of rhetoric that you understand but might be difficult for others to understand. Do not explain too much. Leave some to the imagination so that you get more visitors and they spend more time at your site. Prefer the standard to the offbeat. This is a little odd, but it is quite convincing. Mr. Lynch declares that web conventions are our friends. Instead of making your website very unique in the way it appears, make it user-friendly and easy to explore, and save your creativity for your actual product. And focus on good communication. This is a summary of what we've just said, but you want to make sure that you're clear and that everyone can stick with you. Finally, you want to consider your content. Consider your prose. Don't just put in simple words that don't allow for creativity. You want to capture your audience. Front load your content. Make your goals and your final product available on the front page. Don't waste time with welcome posts and things of that nature. Cultivate a particular voice. Use a first person, connect with your readers, and finally test your product. Put it out on the market and see what you get. And take heart in your results and always learn from your mistakes.